This video will demonstrate how to review and document alerts into the patient's chart. Navigate to Alerts and Problems in the patient's chart menu. The top half of the screen will relate to diagnoses and is only ever documented within by a medical officer, and the bottom half of the screen is the chronic conditions or the alerts that the patient has. We can see here that our patient has an alert of a chronic condition of COPD, they have an alert of an excluded visitor, and they also have GORD. It's important that this is reviewed in all encounters, and we can click on Mark as Reviewed to document that we've reviewed this problem list. For this demonstration, we're now going to add in both an alert and a problem for our patient. In the bottom half of the screen under the Problems section, click Add. If I scroll further down the screen, you can see we have an Alerts and Problems folder. So we can click into the Alerts and Problems, and we could choose, for example, a home environment alert. Select the alert, and it will populate here in the Display As section. You can enter in any comments over here to the right, and you can also put on an onset date as well if known. If you just have one to add, you can click OK, or you can click OK and Add New, and that will save this one we're working on now and keep the screen open to document the next. So let's do that. Next, I'd like to document a chronic condition for this patient. Because I'm still in the Alerts folder, I'll click the Up button, and I'll scroll down my list of folders here, and I'll choose the folder of chronic conditions. If this patient has asthma, I can double click on asthma. It'll populate up into the screen here, and if they've advised an age that they were diagnosed with asthma, so for example 14 years of age, and it'll calculate the onset year. We can see that it is active, and we can add in any comments as necessary. I will click OK. These have now been documented into the patient's chart. When I refresh my screen, you'll see that on the banner bar here, it will populate that the patient has an alert on file. Whenever you see this alert on the banner bar, it advises the clinician that the patient has alerts on file. Let's navigate to the patient summary and see those. Always refresh your screen when you go to a new page. And if we scroll down to our alerts and problems, we can now see that our chronic conditions are in black and our alerts are in red. When you see the alerts warning on the banner bar, you can either come here to the patient summary to review the alerts, or you can go straight to the alerts and problems page in the patient's chart menu.